Hi, I'm Ed Neubecker. I'm a solution architect here at IBM. We'll walk you through a very short explanation of a project I worked with my son, who's a college student at University of Detroit Mercy, where we took a car that they competed in the Shell Ecomarathon and the SAE Super Mileage competition. We took a car they built this year. This is a picture of the car. And we took this very rudimentary car, turned it into a connected car project using NI hardware, IBM cloud computing platform, and built a live dashboard used by the pit crew to monitor the performance of the car live real time during the course of the event. This is actually the dashboard that they used while they were on the course. This is the MyReel that was used to actually be the computer that was on board. You'll see here one of the things that the MyReel has is onboard accelerometers, and we were using that to track and trend the acceleration, the G-forces that the car was experiencing. Also had a GPS that was programmed to read the GPS, give us location. Most importantly was the speed, right? And lastly was, in this competition, one of the things that the driver does is they'll turn off the ignition switch during the course of the event, and they'll coast a lot. So they like to figure out if the car is on or off, and do some analysis of that over the course of the whole race, how much time the car was on versus off, right? So what we did was we put together the LabVIEW library to connect to the Watson IoT platform. Embedded that into the LabVIEW code that's running the MyReel. The MyReel was connected to the 4G hotspot, which was a smartphone. We taped it to the MyReel, went on for the ride for the car. The car was sensing all those different sensors, sending that out to this dashboard live real time, so the pit crew could actually see that the car was actually still performing on the track, which is one of their major concerns. Is, after the car leaves the pit, they don't see it. So they want to know that the car is actually functioning and running. After that is basic. Then they want to see how fast the car is going, if they're hitting strange obstacles in the course and things like that. Okay, this whole solution is put together from a couple things. Number one is my son had some first robotics experience in high school. He took that in the college, used that for the MyReel platform to understand how to write LabVIEW code. Is the partnership between National Instruments and IBM for how to connect the National Instruments hardware platform to the Watson IoT platform to get that streaming data. We just leveraged that. And lastly, a couple of the Watson services up in Bluemix. So we used the Watson IoT service, which is actually the gateway to manage that streaming data. And we also used another service, which is an application builder service called IQP. So in this end application was a lot of drag and drop and connecting to the devices, and how do I want to see that device data? At the end of the day, when I reflected back on this project with my son, that's why it's Chuck's car and Ed's car. So this was Chuck's car performance. At the end of the day, we kind of reflected on it and said we went from nothing to the whole solution in about 4 man-days of effort. It really showcased that using NI, IBM, Watson IoT services and Bluemix services, you can really accelerate adoption and experimentation around IoT ideas in a very short amount of time on a very low-cost budget.